something that I saw online.
Yeah.
Guys who have passions and other things, should you quit your 9 to 5?
Where? Kama ijajipa, don't do it.
You can. But
It's
no,
only like one,
Draw
like
in all the
4 out
scenarios.
of 10
yeah.
who can actually take that risk and know that it's actually going to pan out. But if it's still on the struggle, Aki, don't make that mistake.
I feel like it's a very, I don't want to say volatile, it's a very relative situation.
Yeah.
So one question should be, is your 9 to 5 like really, really lucrative?
Yeah.
And is it something you can draw up a plan and be like, I'm going to nyima myself a lot for the next 9 months. Then I'll have enough to survive the next 6 months as I pursue my passion.
Yeah.
Is your 9 to 5 stressful and doesn't make money? Quit.
Facts.
You know, like you can't be stressed by
Like
passion
your Uber guy, then who's a driver, DJ.
Yeah. Then you need to have really honest people. No, honestly, you need to have really honest people around you.
Yeah.
So that you can discuss your passions from an honest point of view.
True.
If you're surrounded by yes men, you'll be looking for a job in 6 months.
Yeah.
So I think that you really need to sit down, drop the pros and cons. But if your 9 to 5 makes you good money, some sacrifices for 6 to 9 months, and then you're good for the next 6 months.
That's okay.
Yeah, and then you can quit.
Yeah. So let me paraphrase the question. Not even paraphrase. Let me add a second question. When should you quit your 9 to 5?
When?
Yeah.
Ukiomoka, bro.
Or define Komoka.
And Komoka is at the point where you don't necessarily need to like put in too much effort to make money come in. For example, let's say you start a business, right? The business, of course, in the start maybe is a bit shaky.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where now it's bringing money by itself, even without you having to be physically present or whatever.
Yeah.
Bet you can quit that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say quit your 9 to 5 when your business or your passion or whatever you're going for is at least covering your bases.
True.
If your rent is paid, your units are paid, your transport is paid, you have 2K to
Little
send
money.
urgently, all those things. Toa sherehe, toa hizi kladi, whatever. If you can cover your bases,
Yeah.
it might be a good time to think around it.
Yeah.
But also don't quit immediately you get your first check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third question. Do you have to enjoy your 9 to 5 to stick behind?
Do you have to enjoy your 9 to 5 too?
Yeah. Like for instance, we have a lot of fun recording this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we could record every day for hours and hours.
Yeah.
And you won't feel pushed. Like I could wake you up in the middle of the night and we could go an entire pod, right?
Tutakosana, but okay.
But when you agree to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So that's fun. You enjoy doing it, right?
Yeah.
Then, so do you have to enjoy your 9 to 5 to that extent?
Here's what I've learned in my years. You can love what you do, but hate parts of it.
Facts.
So there's no one who loves their job 100%.
True.
What do you hate about this pod, Mas?
This is not a
Don't
job.
say it to my face now.
Show me a
Tuseme
payslip.
sahi.
Say it
Show
to
me a payslip.
Mas!
Facts.
I'm just
Nah,
saying.
but they're facts.
I'm just saying.
Nah,
Mas literally told me.
you've spoken for the team.
Nimesema, it's a
Facts.
joke.
The joke is you, bro. You are
But
the
yeah.
Mas is the joke on the pod, literally.
Sasa mkinifuta kazi niende na checkmates wangu 1500.
Straight facts, bro.
Can you?
You know, I'm sure like we have wale checkmates wa kama mwanza anatoka naye.
Yeah.
Kama mara anatoka.
Nina left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so no, you guys have to answer me first before.
Yeah. What
So-
was the
No,
question
I feel
again?
What level of enjoying your job do you think is a good level? And when do you be like, okay, basically, do you have to enjoy what you do?
not
You don't
really,
have
but
to.
for me, if I get to a point where I wake up and I'm like, oh, not another day. Or, like the weekend is over and, like I'm already feeling anxiety to come into the office, like thinking tomorrow is a work day.
Yeah.
That's when I know there's a problem.
But I don't think that's not enjoying your work. That's hating your work.
Which is even worse.
Not enjoying is either like, I'll go.
Not
but
enjoying probably is because you have routine and that routine is so monotonous. So you're like, bruh.
I'd say also there's a bit of not enjoying that is. I could be a really good accountant,
Yeah.
but I don't enjoy the process of doing
True,
it.
So
because
you're
it's
a robot. You
monotonous.
just
So,
go and do
it's
I'm just a
monotonous.
robot.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. So then I don't enjoy it, but I can do it.
True. And no complaints.
Makes me some money.
True.
Yeah.
Complaints never end when it comes to 9 to 5, but say generally.
Yeah.
So then at that point, is it okay for me to quit my 9 to 5?
No.
No.
Just because there's like I said, once there's a routine, it's bound to get boring. The same way you kept saying, if we do the same thing for 5 years, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, what's fresh now?
Yeah.
And that's the problem with most 9-to-5s. Routine. Switching up to something else is very different. But when it comes to a point where now you feel like you're starting to loathe even being in that space, that's when you know there's a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not enjoying your job
Yeah.
and hating it are two different things.
True.
Yeah. So you see, like,
True.
I might love my job, but I have a bad line manager and I have a bad team.
Yeah.
So every time I get up, I'm like, I'm going to face
Another
these people
day.
for another 8 hours every day. Then you can be thinking about going elsewhere, even though you love being at that place. Then not enjoying is, like you said, either being monotonous or maybe you don't have any passion for what you do. It's just, I'm an accountant at a tobacco company. They're like, why are you at your job? Honestly, the benefits.
You got insurance poor, by the way.
Like,
True.
there's no passion behind it. Yeah.
I think where the main reason why I brought this up is because I keep hearing this all the time, and even on personal DMs, because some guys will reach out and be like, "Hey, what's up, checkmate?" Blah blah blah, and then talk about different things. With the new generation, which is something I really love the most, is that they are way more empowered. And with the way things are going, is that generations will be more empowered because of just simple access to information and access to just how different people do the same things.
Yeah.
We have, it's like saying when you have the internet, you literally have the world, access to
your
the world
hands.
from the internet, right? Now there's a lot of people who glorify do the things that you love. Do the things that you love, do the things that you're passionate about. But then when you grow up, you realize it's not a reality of life.
True.
When I like what is the name of that song that I really like? Basically, it talks about when we were younger, we had all these dreams of, when you get 21, go to college, you'll do this. When you get 23.
I was 20
Years old.
No, not that one.
Oh.
I think it's called East Side. Na 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 inside the city where the town done said.
Oh, no,
It's called
there
East
is.
Side, yeah.
Na.
Anesta's confirmed.
When I was young, we had a dream to have a family, a house, and everything between. And then we grew up, started to something.
Okay.
Then na 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 na. Bro, I have to find it because I feel like it's so relevant.
Anesta's confirmed it's
You
called East
confirmed
Side.
it? It's called East Side.
Yeah.
So let me get the lyrics. Cause bro, they literally summarize the discussion that we are having.
Yeah.
It's called East Side.
By who? Because I know the song.
Benny Blanco, yes, it's East Side. Benny Blanco.
Any Anest is giving you
Nakwambia,
all this information. I can't believe you're Googling.
Got it. So it says.
Not
so
to the
this is,
internet.
this is verse number 1.
Yeah.
When I was young, I fell in love. We used to hold hands. Man, that was enough. When we were young, just holding hands and we're in love. That was enough.
True.
Then we grew up, started to touch. Sorry?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Do you have to pick it? Or you can?
Kinda. But just
Kinda.
text her.
Yeah, leave a message. It's cool.
Can I call you later?
Maybe just give me a few minutes, I call you back.
So,
Just press automate.
yeah.
Anyway.
So when I was young, I fell in love. We used to hold hands. Man, that was enough. Then we grew up, started to touch. Used to kiss underneath the light on the back of the bus. Still in school, right? Oh no, your daddy didn't like me much and he didn't believe me when I said you were the one. You know, the usual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or every day she found a way out of the window to sneak out late. Just commit.
How sweet.
The sneaking was nice.
This is all about love, yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, but it keeps going. She used to meet me on the east side in the city where the sun don't set. And every day, you know that we ride through the back streets of a blue Corvette. So baby, no, I just want to live tonight. We can go anywhere we want, drive down to the coast, jump in the seat, just take my hand and come with me. So we can do anything if we put our minds, blah, 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 blah. Second verse. So verse 1, tumefika hiyo stage. Yeah. 17, and we got a dream. So we're still dating. To have a family and a house in between. And everything in between. And then suddenly, we turned 23. Now we got pressure for taking our life more seriously. We got our dead-end jobs and got bills to pay. Half our friends are now our enemies. Now I'm thinking back
sad.
to
Them half.
when I was young, back to the day when I was falling in love. And then it repeats on how they went. So it just shows you the progression of life. And what I'm saying this to bring context that when you grow up, then certain things begin to become a reality.
Yeah.
You have bills, you have to figure out your life. And a lot of your passions at that time or things you really love
You
with
have to
sometimes
put them
don't
on
align
hold.
with you.
True.
Yeah.
For instance, I wanted to do aviation, right? Or engineer planes. It didn't align. So it doesn't mean sasa ningekauka ama nina have to find something else, because the reality of life is life has to move on. So when guys obsess over you have to love what you need to do, my advice is always work towards what you love, but in the meantime you need to find a way to sustain yourself and even finance these dreams. If we waited for us to get money to do before we started doing the pod, it would never have fallen in place. What did we do? Let's find money elsewhere, finance this thing. It gets to the point where now we're on location and someone is paying for us to be here. So that progression of don't feel that because so-and-so at 18 years old blew up, their shit, worked for them. And your passion is not paying, that you have to stick to it. Because also part of you not having money means not chasing a dream.
True.
So if you can find a 9-to-5, even if you don't love it, as long as you don't hate it.
Yeah.
Because the hating now means also you can't perform at work. So you don't necessarily have to love it. Can you do it? Sawa. Can it save me some coins? And can it allow me to do something else and pursue my passions? Absolutely do it.
True.
Because also, if you pursue your passions on the side, you become more productive even at
on
work.
The other,
So the glorification of you have to do what you love. You have to follow your passion. Follow your passion, but don't be dumb about it.
True.
Yeah.
Again,
Preach.
Kama we ni tegemeo wa familia, kuwa mjanja.
Yeah. This nigga is wise, bro.
Yeah.
You guys are so
I was gonna say that, but it's okay now.
Goja usifile.
Wewe mnaweza nikia hiyo effect here. This nigga is wise, bro. Nitakuwa najifinya tu.
No.
Nikisema when I do my intro, naifinya kwanza tena nasema the beautiful Mariah.
Now when you watch it, you'll understand.